Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 2 p.m. Eastern, since I'm doing a webinar with Sheldon Nidell. And this is for 2 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, September 23rd, 2018. I'm sure there's going to be people showing up at 3, but they're just going to, I guess they'll have to do a impromptu. There's a lot of people that evidently forgot that we had a 2 p.m. today, so that I could do that seminar. So, in today's meditation, we think about our being. I guess the best way to describe it is when you sit somewhere and, I've shared this with people, and then you just be. You just, in essence, you just are. And you listen to your higher self. Listen to your higher self in total quiet. See, a lot of times we get so distracted in the physicality of this world, and we don't spend much time with, in fact, the majority of people don't spend any time at all with their higher self. They have no relationship whatsoever. Zero. And that's a big issue that most humans don't understand, is that they pay all their attention to their physical self and what they're doing and what they're buying and how they're living, and it's all based on ego. Most of the physical life is based on ego, because the majority of the inhabitants of this planet are trained to be steeped in that energy of the wanting and getting and experiencing physical things, period. And if we were just to blend in with our higher self and just be, in essence, it's just, just be there with ourselves, and getting to know ourselves is absolutely paramount as to what life we choose to live. And the effort that we make constantly to exist in this physical world and to experience isness, is-ness, and feel what it's like to be empty of everything and simply be present to what and who is here now. And just sitting back and bathing in your divine essence. Just taking it in and realizing, and let it permeate your awareness of who you are. And this is part of moving away from the old physical world. The old physical world. This meditation is about embracing your higher self. And people have different names, like I've said before. It's either, embracing your spirit, your soul, your higher self, your God spark. But, embracing your higher self, which then allows you, what happens is that once you get into that understanding and that feeling with your heart mind, and you're operating from your heart mind, not your brain, your heart mind. And when you do this, you love your higher self. You have a wonderful relationship with your higher self. This allows you to keep yourself constantly, increasing your vibrational frequency. So you increase your vibrational frequency, and the universe recognizes this, and Prime Source Creator God, and you then start literally living a life that you've been chasing forever. Living a life that you've been chasing forever. In other words, you don't chase. You just be within yourself and establish that great bond with your divinity, your divine essence, your energy, your God spark, your higher self within that body. And you will become joyous and happy. You will be wealthy, rich, and abundant. You will have all of these things because you are all of these things. Isn't that interesting? You are all of those things. And you no longer are going to be chasing those things because they already exist within you. And then you start realizing that your fears will drop away because you no longer you don't have them anymore. Fears are motivated and brought in by your mind. They're created by your mind. Fears. And believe it or not, your mind, like I said, is literally, you've got over 60,000 thoughts a day coming into your mind. And so imagine that, picture that, visualize that with your heart's mind, and know that you are a happy being, that you are joyous, that you are wealthy, that you are rich, that you are abundant, that you are super healthy. And this progression starts to take, it takes on form, and it becomes your reality. You are all that you've ever desired or wanted within yourself. And that's how humanity has been taught to keep it buttoned up, to keep it locked up, to keep it separated, so that each of us did not know that that's what we are. That we are abundant beings, that we are free, that we are happy, that we are joyous, that we are blissful. And anything that exists on a much lower level of frequency is not part of who we are. And the mind and the ego plays tricks and causes you to be sucked right in to the gimme, gimme, gimme. I want, buy, get, have, own, possess, ego, in your mind. The true wealth is in the giving to each other, to yourself, to each other. So, embracing your higher self, you want to go to the area where you're most comfortable and relaxed, and be relaxed. Create a feeling of relaxation, and only you know what gives you that relaxation, how you're able to relax. You just be. As I talk, you will start breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing is very empowering. Should be done every day. Deep breathing. So you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You breathe in, you hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And then you exhale. You want to do this 3 to 6 times as I'm talking. And when you breathe in divine positive energy. You breathe in your awareness and your bond to your higher self. Your eternal love for your higher self. Your eternal love for you. Your happiness, joy, is all packaged in that. Your wonderful super health, good health, prosperity, riches, wealth, all of it. You tap in to this relationship with your higher self, all that you ever thought about having, a lot of it will just melt away because you will be in the center, in the now, experiencing all that you possibly could. You exhale, and you're exhaling, letting go of the physicality of wanting and having and needing. And letting these fears that whirl around and in and out around you come to you. And you face those fears, you communicate with those fears, you say, okay, well, here's this, 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 and this. And send them eternal love, embrace them, and then walk through them. And as you do this, those fears will disappear. It's the confidence that you carry with the bond that you establish with your higher self. It's the confidence you carry with the bond you establish with your higher self. Those fears no longer reach you. So, what you want to do now is we will go in through the heart center, the heart mind. And as we go in, we become more and more at peace. We become more and more bonded with eternal love. And as we come into an area all around us and above us, we feel and see and experience great eternal love, great peace, and all of the golden white pink light and the emerald green healing flaming light and the purple transmuting flame swirling around us and above us. We look and we see our higher self. We immediately join with our higher self, and we all are in communication with our higher selves. And any higher selves that we're able to tap and communicate with of all beings on the planet. And we form hand in hand, arm in arm, and we form this circle, and then we start to levitate, to rise up from the planet. And as we do so, we call in all of the light beings, all who are from eternal love and of eternal love, from all over the solar system, all over the galaxies, all over the universes. We've asked them to come in and join us in this meditation. We feel them coming in. We also call upon the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim. We call upon all of the angels of eternal love and from eternal love. We call upon the ascended masters. We call upon the sprites and the fairies. We call upon inner earth and hollow earth of eternal love and from eternal love. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed over, not only this life, but all lives, all existences that we have taken on in the physical world, to join us in this meditation. And they're all of great eternal love and of great eternal love. So as they join us, we feel as the ring, the circle begins to glow and brighten and light up the space in the universe. We see our meditative sphere holding all of our meditations since February 12th of this year, glowing and glittering, emerald green healing flaming light, purple transmuting flame, and the golden white pink light, Prime Source Creator God's eternal love. We feel it humming and vibrating. We then feel the rain start to saturate from our crown chakra all the way in through our bodies to the bottoms of our toes and feet, inside and out, the saturation of deep peace and deep eternal love and deep happiness and deep joy and deep compassion. We feel it's vibrating as we embrace our higher selves and we communicate with our higher selves. Our higher selves guide us. And we become empowered with the joining of being and at peace with all that there is, within and without. So we feel this wave as we send it out across the planet, and as it penetrates all the beings of planet Earth, Gaia, Terra Christa, it saturates and it balances. And it talks to all, all of the inhabitants. And the bonding and the relationship that we on this day have confirmed and established under the eyes of Prime Source Creator God and Father, Mother God, that we are with and part of our higher self. And that all of the things that we have physically attached to are all temporary. Constant and forever is your higher self. And the higher self is all-knowing, all-seeing, very aware. What better mentor could you possibly be with in this physical life? A great mentor, a great friend, and a great love that you have with your higher self. This is balancing. And not only that, it goes through the entire beingness of humanity. So this calmness and this peace and this great eternal love and this wonderful health and this joy and this bliss is all blossoming and springing out from your higher self that you have bonded with, that you have embraced, and not just temporarily, but permanently. So I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. like to be empty of everything and simply be present to what and who is here now. So it's like letting everything go and embracing your higher self. If you allow it, you no longer have the block up, the screen. You begin to feel comfortable with your association, with your divine essence, your God spark, your higher self, your soul, your spirit. And you feel this warmth in your chest, in your heart, mind, and it's exuberation, it's joy, it's everything. You'll feel these things, and not just temporarily, but imagine having that feeling flowing continuously. Can you imagine the shift of understanding and consciousness on this planet by humanity making that change, that shift, where everybody is filled with joy and deep eternal love and happiness, and it's there. And imagine this, people think that it's outside there, it's inside them. It's never gone anywhere. And it's the same for all of the children. It's the same. The body, and that's another thing for all of us to remember, that we can never, ever forget being children. Being children. Enjoying the simplicity of being. We will have a Time for Change call on Wednesday of this week, this coming Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. And we may have a Friday Time for Change health call on this line at 9 p.m. Eastern. So feel the incoming from within, your happiness, great eternal love, great joy, great bliss, all of the things that humanity has been chasing and all along have been inside. So we open the windows and the doors, let the breeze run through, feel the fresh air, and just knowing that we relax, sit back, and bathe in our divine essence.